Okay.
Hey, real quick, while everybody's not doing anything, screenshot time. Never mind. Can we do it real quick? Ready?
3,
1, 2,
2.
3.
Look at me all fancy tonight, dressed up and all, just for Sean's show.
For our show. It's our thing.
Did she find it yet?
All right, guys. We're live, and we're starting our ClearProp TV. We're going to go ahead and introduce everyone. And, well, hello, everyone, and welcome to the show. My name is Sean Symons, a.k.a. PPG Grandpa. You can find me over at ppggrandpa.com. It forwards over to my YouTube channel, and you can see all my shenanigans. Next, we have Linda Anderson. Not only is she our cheerleader, but she's also the person you need to talk to if you want to be on ClearProp TV Paramotor Podcast. Go over to paramomusa.com. It forwards over to our Facebook page. If you like cooking and eating and talking about paramotors, you might want to check out Never Trust a Skinny Chef Shane. He's starting a new paramotor and cooking show every Tuesday night, so check that out over at ppgshane.com. You've probably seen Brian on Tucker Gott's reacting to crash videos. That's why we call him Brian Hey Bale Waller. Check out his videos and his shenanigans over at ppgbrian.com. Tommy is one of the panel members and also a friend over here in Arkansas. He only has 12 subscribers, so go over to ppgtommy.com, subscribe to his channel, and let us know in the chat you get an extra spin tonight. JP Toole is our technical guy, but he's also a paramotor pilot. He's the one that puts your name into the spinning wheel Winnie thing, so make sure you say hi to JP and go over to his channel at jptulo.com. Kevin can fly and Kevin can teach. If you're interested in being a paramotor pilot, run over to kevincanfly.com and tell him that PPG Grandpa sent you. Because of your generous donations in the Super Chat, every Monday night on ClearProp TV, we're able to give away some cool prizes. Tonight, we're going to be giving away customized flags. We're also going to be giving away customized canvas prints of you flying your paramotor or your pets or your family, whatever you want. We're also going to be customizing license plates. So make sure that you say hello in the chat and let us know that you're here. We also have people that want to help the people that support the show. Tonight, Aaron from threadfx.com is donating a pair of windproof soft shell gloves. Anybody that donates anything in the Super Chat tonight will have a spin on the spinning wheel. Keegan Mold from Far Out Strobes is donating a strobe light. I actually have two of these things, and they are absolutely amazing. They are so bright. I think PPG Tommy even bought one. Check them out at faroutstrobes.com. The internet is a huge place. How would you like to have a .com that actually forwards over to your social media? Well, check out paramotorguest.com. That is our guest social media that they have chosen, and it'll be forwarded to that for the entire week. We also have paramotorspotlight.com for that person that we're spotlighting for at least a couple of weeks, so definitely check that out. How would you like your very own .com that will forward to your social media for the next 6 months? Well, we are going to be using paramotorwoman.com and paramotordude.com. If you're interested, let JP Tulo know in the Super Chat, and you'll be put in the spinning wheel of Winnie things. All right, guys, it is time for the show. Episode 57 already. We got Bill Dolbow. I hope I said that correctly. Welcome to the show. Welcome, everyone. We appreciate you guys being here. Make sure you say hello in the chat so we can put you in the spinning wheel of Winnie
So
things.
I gotta point out, Sean, right as we get off the bat, we have 2 donations straight away from Kent Stamey for $20 each. And we just received another one from Mark McElroy for $4.99. So thank you guys for supporting the show. You guys rock. Your help helps us help you. It's a killer deal. Thank you. Thank you.
That is amazing, guys. Thank you so much. If you donate anything in the Super Chat tonight, do me a favor. Run over to ppggrandpa@gmail.com. That's my email address. Let me know that you donated and send me your mailing address. We're getting some things that we want to send out for thank yous, and you'll be the first ones in the show that will actually be getting this. So thank you very much for the donations. You're also in the spinning wheel of winning things tonight for the strobe and the gloves that I just talked about. Anyway, welcome to the show, everyone. Welcome, Bill. Thank you for actually coming on the show tonight. A lot of questions that we want to ask you, but first of all, give us a little bit of background about yourself and tell us about how long you've been flying paramotors.
Sure. Well, excuse me. Thanks for having me on the show. You did say my name right, Bill Dolbow. I went through Aviator last year. We started the day after Christmas or 2 days after Christmas of 2019. Then went through and flew on New Year's Day of 2020. And I got about close to 100 hours in so far. I wasn't really convinced at first that flying was for me. It took me about a good 30 flights actually to be comfortable with the equipment, to be comfortable with motion sickness and all that kind of stuff. And then just as I started doing it more and more, I started wanting to get into acro and wing overs and spirals, and I'll be doing my SIV coming up next month, my first SIV, I should say. So it's pretty exciting. It's really encouraging how it's just grown on me, and it's really encouraging. And it's really exciting that I'm going to have a chance to go back and intern at Aviator, and I'm going to get to work with the guys that got me into the air, and I'm going to be teaching people how to get into the air. So I'm really stoked about that, and that's about where I'm at right now.
So quick shout out to John Wayne for a donation, $9.99. Shannon Brooks with another donation for $9.99. And Tyler Vowles for $10. Thank you guys.
Man, you guys are killing me. I'm not going to be able to keep up with all these names I got to add to the extra wheel.
And
Sheesh.
Mark McElroy for $5. Appreciate
And
that.
Walter sends 5
Awesome.
Australian pesos.
Is what, like 3 cents?
Australian pesos.
Funny.
And we have our first question from Jim CR120. Question for Bill: do you ever hurl with the motion sickness? How bad was it? What made it better or worse?
Funny story. I fly in Wauchula with the Sky Pirates, PPG Gorilla and those guys. And on one of my first or second, I think it was my first cross country with those guys, I threw up 3 times. So I got the nickname PPG Ralph. Yeah.
His name is
Yeah.
Ralph.
Ralph is right. But luckily I haven't had any problems since then. And as I'm getting into my acro and everything, as you look at the wing, it helps you a little bit. It helps me a little bit looking at the wing and not something fixed where if I look straight ahead, I'll get a little bit nauseous. But a buddy of mine taught me if you squeeze your stomach in, like you squeeze your abs tight, it forces the blood up, and that helps you if you start to feel a little motion sickness. So
Quick shout
go
out
ahead.
Bill H for another $5. Thank you, Bill.
Awesome,
he
guys.
says
Thanks,
for the
Bill.
giveaways.
Awesome. Thank you, Bill.
I think
Was there any other questions in the chat
And-
for Bill?
And another amazing donation from Kelby Cox for $4.99. Thank you, Kelby. And Will Fly for $5.
man, you guys are
Guys,
off the
blow
hook
up.
with these donations. This is awesome.
I think there's more money donations than actually chatting going on. It's amazing. right now. It's pretty amazing.
Will Fly, another
Will
donation.
Fly.
Thanks, Will.
Yeah.
That's by the way, that's willflyppg.com. He won
Yeah,
that last
dude,
week.
he's got some good videos. If you guys,
So Jim
spend a minute,
Jim
check
has
out his
another
channel.
question for Bill. He says, when you're headed back to Lake Wales to intern, what do you have for gear?
my personal motor, I fly a Uta Yak, aluminum frame, and I have an Ozone Roadster 3 as my wing. I was also using an original Spider, but I sent it away to Four Winds, and the inspection, said there was only a couple hours worth of flying left on it, so I had to get rid of that wing. So I just have basically my Roadster 3 and my Yoda.
And then
Sorry,
I
Bill,
asked
I'm
that
sorry.
first part wrong. He says, when are you headed back to Lake Wales to intern?
This upcoming Saturday, February 20th.
Right
So-
on.
You said your frame is a what?
A
A
Uyak.
Yak.
A yak. Is that similar to Ralph?
I was just going to ask that.
Ralph
Good
Leslie
one.
Yak.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Hey, and PPG Pirate just donated $4.99. Thank you, Pirate.
Wow.
Hey,
Is
Bill,
that,
I heard you say
is
that you
that
train.
ppgpirate.com?
Pirate.com.
I think it is. Is that the same guy that donated a bill to us last week?
It might be.
$100.
Hey, Bill, how many flights did you have in training at Aviator? Because it sounds like you're like literally the class after me.
Well, I was the slowest one, and I was the last one in my class to get up. I was probably the most hesitant. I think I had about 13 or 14 flights. And luckily for me, my wingman in training lived in Tampa, and I currently live in Lakeland. So after we left Aviator, I was able to work with my wingman, and he helped me. My main issue in the beginning was getting up, making sure the wing was straight, and I had a little bit of hesitation about rolling on the power and getting up into the air. So luckily I had some people that after Aviator that I worked with. And then when I got my confidence of getting in the air, I started having a problem coming down and landing. But yeah, I think I had 13 or 14 flights. Now, they did tell me I could go back to Aviator and get up to 25 flights or whatever it was, or they would continue working with me. But I was just fortunate enough to have guys I went to school with that were local, and I was staying local. So I worked with them.
That's awesome.
So Flying
Yeah.
Flamingo Jade would like to know, how long will you be interning and when will you actually start teaching?
Well, Eric told me it's different for everybody. I'm assuming I'm probably going to be interning for a class. And then, just immediately start putting people in the air. You work your way up, and I guess as the instructors feel more confident in me, that I know what I'm doing, and I feel more confidence in myself getting people in the air. Should take probably 2 to 3 months, maybe a little longer, before I'm putting people in the air myself.
Yeah, we got a guy in
Mike's-
chat right now, Jim CR120. He went through the intern program just recently. And so I know quite a few people have been through it. I've been down there for 4 different classes. And there's a pretty good caliber type person that makes it through the program. You gotta, not only do you have to be a go-getter, and be passionate about the sport and really want to teach people to fly, but you have to kind of click with their group too. So, it's a unique, they're all unique individuals for sure.
So guys, Mike'sology has donated $10.07, and he says his OCD can't take the 99, so he had to make it nice and even. and stuff.
That is so awesome. Thank you so much. That is so cool.
You've been for 4 different classes, Brian? And you,
Yeah, I've been down there 4 different times visiting. And
when are you going to
hanging
have
out
your
for-
first solo? Man, you just can't get it right, huh?
They try to recruit me down there every time. Eric is a recruiting machine.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. He will. He loves it.
All they
Yeah.
have to do to keep Brian on the ground is put one single hay bale in the field, and he's grounded for the whole day.
Grounded.
But now the thing is, I like to get towed up behind boats.
You're
I
pretty
heard
good
you
at it.
do
from what I
acro
hear.
on the tow line, actually, like a
Yeah.
stunt kind.
I'm pretty good at diving to the right. So now it's a hey bell, or hey, I got a bell, and left brake.
Left brake. Left brake. New nickname, left brake. If you guys
There
in
you
the
go.
chat, if you guys in the chat aren't sure what we're talking about, head over to Brian's channel and check out his latest vid.
How do we get to Brian's channel?
PPGBrian.com.
ppgbrian.com.
Absolutely.
It's an excellent video, very well put together, Brian. I was one day I want to be like you, be able to edit a video like that.
Oh, that makes me feel
Oh,
good,
yeah.
JP, man. I appreciate that,
No,
bro.
seriously, man, you do it good. It's very organized, and the transitions are smooth. The audio, the video, everything was really nice. So
All I know is the
appreciate that.
last time I went that high and then flipped over and smashed into the water, I was getting towed by a jet boat with one of those air stunt towable tubes. And
Sweet.
that was brutal. So not to downplay, but that water is not fun when you smack it hard.
no, not at all.
We just got another
Let's
donation.
let's
in the
let's
super
get back
chat.
to Bill. We
Chuck
need to tell
Johnson.
Bill's story here.
Chuck Johnson just donated 1, 2, 3, 4. What?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep.
Wow.
12.
Chuck
34.
doesn't
Thanks,
have
Chuck.
OCD apparently, is what he's saying. He has no problems with weirdo numbers.
Exactly. Next time we need a 1, 2, 3, 4.56.
So I got a curious question. I like to ask this with all the guests that we have. But when you went through training, Bill, what was your most frustrating aspect for you to learn? Was it the weather, the motor, the kiting? What part did you struggle with or have the most frustration?
Yes. But new things don't really come too easy to me. So a lot of it was a bit of a struggle. I guess kiting was probably the biggest frustration. And then actually after I finally got into the air, a couple of the things, I had so much adrenaline and I was so excited. I was screaming at the top of my lungs that I wasn't listening to my instructor. And I was, I held on full pressure. And so basically, once I finally got into the air, I would say calming down and listening to my instructor, that was like a little bit of a hurdle. But yeah, it took some practice. It took some practice for me, definitely. Just a lot of repetition. You pick up little hints and this person does it like this, or if this happens, stuff like that. Watching videos can help with like little hints and stuff. But the biggest thing for me was just to keep repeating, doing a lot of touch and goes, because none of it really came natural to me. So
John Wayne just donated another $9.99 to the super chat.
Wow. Thank you, John Wayne. That's really awesome. I got a question for you. What made you feel like you wanted to be an instructor? I mean, you got $100 under your belt. You've been flying for a while, but what was like, oh man, I can't wait to be an instructor. What caused you to jump that way?
Honestly, it's just after I'm guessing here, but after about 50 hours of flying is when I really started. If I wasn't working and the weather's good, I was flying consistently, and it really like grew into a passion that I didn't have in the beginning. And it's like, and then some of the guys I fly with was teaching one of his friends how to get into the air. So I went through the process of getting somebody into the air for the first time, and a couple of the other guys, PPG Gorilla, he's getting people into the air now. He's teaching. So just being around getting people into the air, it brings that feeling back. You see the excitement. You get to welcome somebody else into the brotherhood. And I get to fly every day, or get to fly when the weather's good a lot. Being an instructor just seems to make sense. I saw that Eric's post on Facebook, they were looking for an instructor, and just decided to talk to him, and we're going to give it a shot.
That sounds awesome. Because that's one of the things I would like to do also. Have you got your tandem yet, or is that something that you're going to get over?
I do not. Yeah, I'm going to have to get it. I currently do not have it.
Shamka,
Paratrucker.
make sure to say something in the chat, Scott. Your name is up.
Oh, he's in there twice. He's
Is he?
well. He's got Scott is Paratrucker. He's got 2 phones logged on.
Oh, that's hey,
Good for you, man.
system.
Nice.
Real quick, the Parachick wants to know what the class consists of. The Aviator.
As for the students,
Yeah, the internship.
for
Okay.
you, and exactly what do all those steps consist of? What will you be doing for your internship?
Basically, I'm just going to be tagging along in a class with the instructors. So it helps that I've already went through Aviator's course. So basically, when I go back and I could be a little bit off here, but I'm pretty sure I'm just going to be tagging along with the instructors, and you know, I guess doing whatever they ask me to do or tell me to do. Did that answer your question? I hope.
Yeah, that was from the Parachick, right?
See, it's hard to ask Bill all these questions about process because he hasn't actually done it
Yeah.
yet. So it's still
Yeah.
like a lot of I hope and I think kind of things. And
Well, I just didn't know if he talked to them and they gave him kind of like a heads up of what to expect.
yeah, I mean, you know, I mean, you've
Long hours.
You've dealt with being kids and teaching and stuff, and what you think and what you do is always two different things altogether.
Let me
I
ask you a
agree,
couple
but when
questions.
I've done an internship in the past, I always ask, what will I be doing? So I just didn't know if he was told that or not.
Emptying trash cans, laundry, you know,
Yeah,
cooking
those-
for
yeah.
the group, intern stuff.
Hey, Bill, do you have a one wheel?
I do not, and I don't plan on having one. I've
Apple-
seen a couple different accidents on those things, so I'm not sure if
Yeah.
it's for me.
Well, you
I'd
know, you
love-
went to the class. They wouldn't let us ride them until you know, the last day of class.
I
But
believe it. I believe it.
so Apple or Samsung?
Android phone.
You're gonna have to get an
Yeah.
Apple before you can fit in over there, man.
I know.
They
I
were
heard
giving
about it when I
everybody a
was a
hard
student.
time about that.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, well, no, all fun and games, man. It's a great group of people to go work with. You know, if I didn't have my roots here in Alabama and family, I would be down there in a heartbeat.
Yeah. Yeah. I couldn't agree more. It really is a decent group of guys. And from what I've seen when I was over there, I think all the same instructors were there when I was there last year. So I'm guessing that's who I'm going to be working with, obviously. And I'm excited. I'm really excited. It's like coming full circle, you know.
Hey,
They
can I
told
get
me
a-
and now they're going to be
You said
teaching me
you're
how to
going
teach.
to Lake Wells, not Denellen, but Lake Wells campus.
That is correct. Yep.
Hey, I have a request for Linda Anderson. Can I get a cheer from her? I haven't heard her cheer for a while.
Yeah, what's that all about? Come on, Linda.
Oh no.
You know,
Cheer!
I'm like,
No, stop talking. Just cheer.
you.
Cheer. Cheer. Do
I'm
it.
hanging out in the background here, and you guys are all like, da 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 da. I'm like,
Cheer.
yeah.
Cheer. Do it.
Okay,
Just cheer for us.
I'm like totally excited to be on the show tonight. I love you guys bunches. You know I do. And you are all my family. And I love I have to give a shout out. Okay, I have to give a shout out to my chatters. Okay. And the donations and all that, you guys rock it. Thank you so much for supporting our show.
Can we get a cheer for the donators tonight?
What kind of cheer should I do?
We need the cheerleader, Linda. Where's your pom poms?
Well, they're actually in a box somewhere. Store it because tomorrow morning, guys, I'm jumping on the airplane and I'm gonna fly right into a major fracking snowstorm.
I'm still waiting for a cheer.
Why didn't I just like move to Florida? Wouldn't have been easier. Oh,
I think
God.
Amy stepped away from her desk to go over and beat on Mark. He's like got his hands up and stuff. I don't know what's going on over there.
I'm like, where's my girl? Where's my Amy? I don't have really a cheer, but I just have from my heart, for you guys. That's my
All right.
cheer.
Well, I do.
No,
have
actually, she had to come in here and she brought me the vodka bottle because she couldn't open it. But I do have a question for our guest. What made you decide that you wanted to start training?
Training to fly or training to be an instructor?
To be an instructor. What made you decide you wanted to train people to get in the air?
Okay. Well, actually, I've had I've been lucky enough to be with some guys that have gotten people into the air, and I've helped out a little bit, straighten out the wings, give the hand signals and this and that. So just the feeling of helping somebody, help somebody get into the air, it's such an awesome feeling. The first time, it's like the first time we've gotten into the air, it just brings that all back. It's really emotional. It's really, really cool. So that's like the main appeal. The main appeal of being an instructor to me is just helping people realize they can do it, getting them, and then getting them up into the air.
JP, you got a question? I see your hand up.
In regards to that, the thought has crossed my mind, and I get a little bit nervous. Do you ever have any fear for what if a student gets hurt? What if you forget something? What if there's a lot of responsibility when you step into that ring, and it's a big deal. What are your thoughts on that?
Oh, you bring up a very good point. And it's funny. One of the first guys I helped get into the air, that was his buddy's concern. The guy that was really teaching him, that was his concern. What if he gets hurt? Because he didn't have a lot of experience getting people into the air. So I told him, yeah, I can do it. Because my thinking is this: if they take the steps and we think they're ready to get into the air, if I myself if I could do it, I'm confident almost anybody can do it. Because it didn't click with me for a little while, but then when I got it, I just listened to my instructors and did exactly what I was told, and they put me into the air.
All right. I'm sorry. We got another question from Flying Flamingo Jade. Do you know how many instructors they have, which I'm assuming aviators, and are they open for more clinics in other parts of Florida or just or other states?
No, I don't want to give bad information here. I believe they do have affiliates in other states. I'm not 100% sure what those states are.
Okay.
They currently do have another location in Florida in Dunellen. I believe it's called Dunellen. But from what I understand, they're closing the place in Dunellen, and they're going to be bringing that class down to Lake Wales.
Really?
So there's going to be 2 classes at Lake Wales that'll be staggered. One will come on one Saturday, one will come the next Saturday.
Yeah, that is accurate. They're slightly changing their class format to have 1 week in one building, another week in another building.
Yes.
They're closing Denellen, unfortunately.
And I hope I'm not speaking out of turn. Eric told me that. I don't know when that's going to happen or if he made that official yet or whatever. But
when I was down there, it was public information the last couple of weeks. So
okay, cool.
It seemed like it. Everybody knew.
I'm gonna call Eric right now and tell him that Bill let the cat out of the bag.
Can't be trusted with the secret.
Uh-oh.
Speaking of people training, there's a lot of people that like to come back there training, and one of the guys.
Eric just told you guys that to test you to see if you guys were true followers.
It's not even really true.
Yeah.
Failed.
Power.
What were you saying?
Thank you, Bill.
Yeah, one of the guys in the chat right now is wanting to come back as an instructor as well. Actually, a couple of them. So we one of them might be a truck driver and one of them might be a pirate.
I think that's kind of the nature of the journey is,
everybody loves it.
Yeah.
The thing about being an instructor though is your talent as a pilot will go up by spades, because you'll sit there and you'll be able to learn the nuances and see it from your students, and it will ingrain in your own brain in such a way where when you bring the wing up in your hands and all the things that you do, it just makes it all become second nature. It's just so amazing how coaching someone else can build your own skills.
That's a good point.
Actually trying. I mean, it's not something, this happens cause and effect, really.
Yeah.
We're going to be spinning the wheel here in just a minute. So if you haven't said hi in the chat, make sure you say hi to JP Tullo. He's the one that puts you in the spinning wheel of winning things.
What are we giving away, Sean?
Yes.
So what are we giving away, Sean?
Oh, at the very beginning, we talked about all the cool things that we are giving away. If you want to go ahead and put the spinning wheel up real quick, JP.
Just updating it with names.
Okay.
Give me just a minute.
What JP is going to do, he's going to shout out everyone that was in the chat. Right now, we have 33 people watching and 20 thumbs up. So if you haven't given us a thumbs up, that really helps, guys, and we totally appreciate you. The things that we have going on tonight is we are going to be making personalized flags, and I took my flag out of here. We're going to be making personalized flags. Tyler Vowles just donated another $5 in the super chat. So thank you very much, sir. We appreciate that. That actually helps us because what we are doing as ClearProp TV, Paramotor Podcast, we are actually buying things. We are doing things for you with the donations. So all the donations that you're giving us, you're helping us make really cool stuff. Here's another thing that we're going to be doing. We are
Sean, I hate to interrupt you real quick. Tyler
There you
Vowles
go.
just donated another $5 in the super chat.
This time.
Go.
Thank you very much. I'm
Awesome,
writing that
Tyler.
down.
Killing it, buddy. We really appreciate it.
I'm excited. Absolutely.
So we're also going to be making a calendar.
Oh,
I forgot to
So-
send you. I got some good pictures, Sean.
So what we need is everyone out there that has some really good paramotor pictures of yourself, of other people, whatever you guys have. Send me some really good pictures at ppggrandpa@gmail.com. And what we're going to be doing over the course of this next week is collecting pictures from you. All right. And next week, we are going to be figuring out the best 12 or 18. We think maybe 18. We might do a 1.5-year calendar. And then we're going to be printing them up and giving them away here on clearproptv.com. So that's another thing that you guys are helping out with your donations to ClearProp TV through the super chat here. And also we have the Cash App at Paramotor TV, and we appreciate you very much. Also,
So Walter asked if they're going to be nude paramotor pilot photos. And I just have to point out to Walter that like 98% of the paramotor pilots in the group are all dudes. So if you want that calendar, Walter, we might be able to work that out for you.
Well, make it happen.
Sometimes when you go down to click the thumbs up, you accidentally hit a thumbs down. If that happens, no problem. Just go back over and hit the thumbs up. If that happens all the time, believe it or not. You just click the wrong button. So give us the thumbs up if you get the chance. We have 40 people in the chat. We should have 40 people in the wheel. Can you shout out all the people in the wheel, Mr. JP?
Sure. We got Kent Stamey, Bill H, Flying Flamingo Jade, Mike Zology, Walter Priori, Will Fly, Jim CR120, PPG Pirate, Charles Shirley, JK Custom Carves, Mainly Paramotors, Dave Oler, Paratrucker, John Wayne, Shannon Brooks, Mark McElroy, Paralife PPG, Tyler Vowles, Kelby Cox, Matt Russ, Indy and Curran's World, Edward Saunier, JR Paramotor, The Parachick, Eric Lear, Fly Baby Fly PPG, and Moto Fly Guy. If I didn't mention you guys, let me know real quick and I'll throw you in. But if I did miss you, it was unintentional. I promise. It's difficult to keep up with it all. But hopefully that's everyone. And we really appreciate everybody in here watching.
Absolutely. We're going to be spinning the wheel a couple more times. This is the big one here where we're actually talking about the different things. Make sure you go and check out our .coms that we have given out, that we have, I guess, rented out over the course of this last couple of months. Paramotorguy.com, paramotorman.com, paramotorgirl.com. We also have faroutstrobes.com. Our guest tonight, you can find him at paramotorguest.com. We got a Paramotor Spotlight, and that actually goes to our custom carve, so definitely check them out. We're also going to be giving away a 6-month rental of paramotorwoman.com and paramotordude.com. If you win the spinning wheel, you also have
thing, man. Giveaway.com.
Oh,
dot
yeah.
coms, which reminds me, Mark and Amy, I never got anything from you guys. Please send me an email at ppggrandpa@gmail.com. Let me know that you won the spinning wheel thing. That way I can return the email and give you what you need to do.
I did win something last week, but I don't know what it was.
You did. You won one of those
It's on your name.
you won a custom
I
flag.
can find my Google. I don't get on Google on this. All right, guys, y'all got to go. Nope, I just leave it alone.
All right, go ahead and spin the wheel, sir.
Get on out of here.
So who's going to win this spin? That is the big question. And then we're going to continue our questions for Bill. We're going to spin again at 7:45 and also at 8 o'clock. At 8 o'clock, we're going to be...
I think it's going to be Mark McElroy.
John Wayne?
Shannon.
Shannon?
I'm gonna go Shannon.
I think it's going to
Wow.
be Mark. Shannon or Mark.
Wow. Shannon won again. Shannon won last week. And so since Shannon won last week, make sure you email me again, because I've emailed you and told you about the custom flag and what we need. I hope you got that email.
Is this where we say if you win 2 weeks in a row, you're responsible for your own shipping?
Well, I don't know how that works, but we love to spin the wheel and we love to give away things. And that's why we had so many donations tonight and the last couple of weeks. If you do donate in the super chat, you get put on the super spinning wheel of really cool things. And tonight we're going to be giving away some strobe lights and a pair of cold weather gloves. And we'll talk more about that at 8
All
o'clock.
right, Shannon's in the chat.
All right. Good deal.
All right.
All right. Let's continue our interview with Bill. Bill, I really want to be an instructor. Did you get up with Aviator or did Aviator get up with you? How does that work?
Yeah, well, I just happened to be there, and Eric was there, and we just started talking. So, are you talking about how I got into being an instructor?
No, I mean, did he ask you? Did you ask him? I mean, how did that work? I mean, how does someone like in the chat or someone that wants to be an instructor that's flown, do they get up with Eric or how's that work?
Yeah, I'm sure you could talk to Eric, or if you know any of the other guys at Aviator. Yeah, Eric was telling me he likes the idea of instructors being former students, just because they have, they know what the program is. So it's like an added bonus if they're looking for instructors and they can get somebody that's already been through their program, through their school. But for anybody at all looking, I would say, yeah, you could message Eric or any of the instructors down there.
You gotta go buy a ProMaster, a ProMaster van and deck it out with some batteries and solar panels and park it down by the river, and you'll fit in.
And get knocked on,
yeah.
right?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I have to read the contract a little bit about the ProMaster.
Yeah, exactly. They called it ProMaster.
Right, I'm sorry, right?
Yeah. I had no idea what they were talking about originally.
Mm-hmm.
So are you going to carry a certain brand of gear for your school, or have you even thought about that yet?
You talking
I'm
about-
sorry.
Yeah, Bill.
My school, well, it's Aviator, and they carry the Maverick or the Parajet.
So when you're affiliated with Aviator, with the school that you're going to open up, you have to carry their gear, what they carry. Is that right?
I don't think he was talking about opening his own school as much as he was talking about teaching it at Aviator. Am I wrong?
Okay.
Bill?
I'm sorry. I missed the very front of the
Mark's
part
worried about if he's going to have competition in the market or not.
Yeah,
He's like,
Mark's trying to
what
stitch
I'm
you up in
worried
his
about-
gear.
No, actually, it's just the opposite, Kevin. What I wanted to do is offer equipment, because that's who I am, that's what we do. We're affiliating ourselves with multiple schools throughout the United States, and offering packages of $9,999. And what you get is training, a wing, and a full paramotor setup. So there's a lot of people out there right now that are paying over that just for a paramotor. They're not getting a wing, they're not getting training, they're not getting any of that. They're getting a motor and a frame and a harness and carabiners and a prop and a throttle. That's what they're getting.
Do we have any questions in the chat real quick?
Is that Paraswag is just trying to hook up with some of these schools and offer affordable, durable equipment at a doable price for some of these guys out there that can't afford everything.
So Mark McElroy asks, is this what you're going to be doing for a living, or is this just something as a hobby?
Well, to start, it's going to be for, I guess you could call it a living, but I'm pretty sure most of the instructors have side hustles and stuff they do. But
Fast
just
boat,
to start,
quick trips to the Keys, that kind of thing.
yeah, tough life. Yeah, just to start, I'm going to focus all my energy on flying and getting to where I need to be and where I am a responsible instructor and I am telling people the right things, because that's obviously tremendously important. But then I might, do some things with real estate, stuff like that, as I get, more comfortable with how my teaching is progressing.
Real estate would probably be a very good job to have down there on the side with, with teaching and aviation. You'll get to fly every morning, every afternoon. When class is going on, you come in early and the instructors are all out flying, just shredding it up, man. And the students are sitting there watching, and then the instructors work with the students all day, and they get that thing that you're looking for. I think that when you get another student in the sky and you talk them down and you see them and you see the emotions they go through, every time they teach a new class, it seems like, they're really moved by that. And that I think that's what they get out of the class. They change so many people's lives, including myself. And and you too. And that's why you're going back.
Yeah. After my first flight, I couldn't talk for about a good 60 to 90 seconds. I was all choked up and, eyes were watering. That was very emotional. And that is definitely an appeal of being an instructor. Just helping other people attain that feeling, accomplish flying.
Well, you couldn't align yourself with a better group. I mean, between Ashley and Judson and the rest of those guys that are there, I mean, like I said, it takes your skill and you're going to go to another level. Not only your piloting skills are going to get better because you're going to be around guys that are better pilots than you, but then you're going to be teaching people, which brings you back to that humble center of do the basics, do them right, do it perfect, and you fly every time you try.
Sounds good to me. Yeah. Yeah.
So did I hear that you say you had about 100 hours now of a flight experience?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, about a little over a year's time, and I got it 100. Excuse me, close to 100 hours, probably about 98 hours of actual flight time.
That's awesome. That's twice as much as I've flown, or more than twice as much. But it varies
Florida.
So much from students to student. Where you're living. I just got back from a trip down there. And the guys were from Pennsylvania and Maine, and so very limited amount of flying. You're going to be in a good spot for it, man. You're going to be happy.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
So what is your favorite type of flying to do? Do you like to do barrel rolls, acros? Do you like to do foot drags? Do you like to do cross country? What kind of flying appeals to you the most?
Well, I just started my acro. So, I mean, basically, I just graduated from wingy dinghies to wing overs, but I'm not 100% over the center of the wing yet. So my wing overs are still progressing. Spirals a little bit, but acro is the thing that interests me the most right now. And I think the main reason is because I'm so happy that I'm not getting motion sick, because I thought I would be getting motion sick, but really looking at the wing and squeezing your abs in to keep the blood out of there, it really helps. I really don't get sick at all. And seeing the progression. So yeah, acro is, but I'm just starting into that. And I don't want to advance too much further until after I go through the SIV, and my SIV should probably be within the next 4 to 6 weeks. And that way I can, because I haven't collapsed the wing yet. I've had an asymmetric collapse, but it popped right back out. So I haven't done any controlled collapses or stalls, or haven't thrown a reserve yet, nothing like that. So before I continue progressing with the acro, I definitely want to do the SIV.
We're going to be spinning the wheel real quick, but we also have a couple of questions in the chat. Darren Locklear said, how long do you have to work before you get paid?
Good question. I believe I'm just interning the first class, so I probably won't get paid for the first 2 weeks. And then the class after that, I'll start getting paid.
JP Tula also has a question in the chat. JP, do you want to ask it?
What? I do?
Yeah, I said, anyone else get emotional after their first solo?
Oh yeah. Someone answered me. Jade said that she was fighting back tears during her first solo, and she was on the radio talking about it. So I think it's hard not to, when you've dreamed about it and thought about it for so long, to finally realize that dream and to get up, and it's just stimulation overload. It's really quite the experience, and still every time I launch, it's hard not to think, is this real? Are we really doing this? You have to pinch yourself, feels like a dream almost every flight. Really, I don't know. I still feel blessed every time I get up in the air. Can't help it.
I just always try to think back to myself and remind where I started in all of it, right? Mm-hmm. The expense of a motor, the expense of a wing, the time all of it took in shipping to get here, the training it took to learn how to use everything, the emotion that goes through when you've got $10,000 out and some guy you've paid that you don't actually know because it's all been online, and it all comes together. And when it all comes together, that final culmination, more than half of my students have a cheer of joy when their feet come back to the ground. It's just a lot. It's a lot of emotion. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of time. It's a lot of commitment. And to have it all come together, it's a big victory. It really is.
I totally agree.
An investment, and it's not only is it a monetary investment, but it's an investment in yourself, and it's an investment in your house. And one of the things that Eric always says is that it's his speech about filling your cup, and you fill your cup up, and it makes you able to fill everyone else's cup. I'm sure Brian knows his speech much better than I do. But
our 120 asked a question, and by the way, you can go over and check him out at paramotorguide.com. He asked, how did you have an asymmetric collapse? Did it freak you out?
It didn't really freak me out because I know what to do, but it was when I was doing wing overs, the high side of my wing, I wasn't pulling outside brake barely at all. And that's the most vulnerable side. So that collapsed, and I pulled the brake and it popped right out.
Mainly paramotors, but a mainly win.
All right.
And just email me.
I know that dude. That's a pretty cool dude.
gmail.com, and give me your mailing address, and we're going to be talking about a custom flag or a .com that we are going to promote for you. So thank you very much. We're also going to be spinning the wheel again in about 10 more minutes. So stick with us. Then we're going to be doing our after show, and you guys can jump on here and talk to Bill, talk to us, ask questions in real life. And you don't have to just type in questions anymore in the chat. Is there any more questions in the chat that we missed?
I had one real quick, Bill. Go back to what you just said about having one side more vulnerable than the other. Can you elaborate on that?
Sure. When you're getting into your wing overs, the most vulnerable part of your wing is going to be the high side, whatever the high side is. So when your wingtips all the way up, you want to make sure you're giving brake pressure, because if you're not giving any brake pressure, it'll just collapse. And I wasn't barely giving any brake pressure, so it collapsed. And when I saw it, I just happened to pull down maybe 3-4 inches on the brake, and it popped out immediately.
I think I've got a video of that, of something like that happening.
Yeah, it's pretty common.
Yeah, on my channel.
Well, when you're getting into your wing overs and stuff, it's pretty common.
Yep. When you see that happen, you learn that what the hard way, the easy way, whatever you want to call it, but you learn to pull outside brake.
Yeah, absolutely.
Pretty quickly.
Hey,
Wakes
mainly
you
if
up.
you're still listening in the chat, man, you need to speak up. Sorry to interrupt. Go ahead, Bill.
Mainly
It wakes you up quick
parameters.
when you do it in the middle of a barrel roll. It snaps back real hard and loud.
I haven't gotten to the barrel rolls yet.
Oh, it's so much fun. Once you get to that point, the first one is scary because you got to go full commit. But after you do the first one, it just gets more and more fun after that.
Okay. Cool. Very cool.
So
that was
what's
actually
your favorite? Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, what's your favorite places to fly? Do you like the coast? Do you like inland?
I do. I'm in Lakeland, which is kind of central, but I do like going to the coast. The spots I know on the Gulf Coast of Florida, obviously, are it can be tricky because the landing zone is about 2 hours away, and a lot of times it's very windy. So depending on the forecast. But I do love flying up and down the beach. The most flying I do is Central Florida, Wauchula Airport, Lake Wales Airport. I'm the most comfortable there, especially when I'm looking up at my wing and I'm not paying attention to my surroundings so much. Because if it's blowing, like 15, 20, a couple thousand feet up, you start playing around, and next thing you know, you're like 9 miles west of where you started, we'll say. So I'm comfortable I have my bearings in those spots in Lake Wales and Wauchula. So it's not like I'm afraid I'm going to get lost, anything like that, I guess. But that's where I do most of my flying.
Well, speaking of getting lost, do you use any instruments? Do you use like a phone or a flight deck or anything while you're flying, or do you just land nav?
Phone. I use a phone. I use a phone obviously for my music, but there was a couple of times when I didn't know where I was at, and I popped on Google Maps and just follow the blue dot. But I just as for equipment, I just got a nice helmet from Micro Avionics. I just got my chase cam. I just got another GoPro. That's why I don't have a YouTube channel yet. Like, I'm just starting to get into all the other fun stuff. So I guess I'll be making videos and all that good stuff soon. And I got my 2-meter radio. So some of the pilots I fly with now, I can communicate with them. So it's just been a progression, I was mainly concerned about flying. That's all. I was just concerned with flying. And now that I'm a lot more comfortable there, I'm just, starting to get all the fun stuff.
Have you added music? Have you added music to your flights yet?
Sometimes, yes. With the helmet I have now, the GoPro goes through an adapter that connects to the Bluetooth. So, there'll be music in the videos, but I'm still getting down to the video editing and everything. I have a Chromebook. That's like my only laptop. My only computer is a Chromebook, and they're not really great from what I'm saying when it comes to editing and everything. Some people have given me some tips on, you can use this, you can try that. I'll send you a link to this. So I'm still in the process, but yes, I have I have gotten music on some video.
Is that your big ears that we see on the screen right now?
This is me. This is I was gonna show the outside brake thing right here. You'll see I have like maybe 30-40% collapse. And the importance of having an A wing is that I barely felt it, and man, it popped right back out. So you'll see it right here in a minute.
And just in case you do not know, go over to paramotorguest.com and it'll forward over to Bill's Facebook page. Make sure you say hi there. Unfortunately, he's really popular and he has 5,000 friends, so he won't be able to add you as a friend right now.
There's a couple I can cut off.
That's a lot of friends. Hey, Bill, I think you misunderstood my question. Not if you added music to video editing, but have you flown with music in your ear to listen to some music that you really like rock and roll or whatever?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I did misunderstand your question.
It kind of changed everything for me.
Yes, I've basically after about 30 flights, I started listening to music all the time. It was probably wasn't until about 50 or so flights that I would take off and land while the music was playing. When I first started with the music, I would launch with no music. When I was in the air, I'd put it on, and then when I would come in and land, I'd turn it off. But yeah, it changes the experience. I would definitely say music improves the experience.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I've been flying 15 months. And I literally just started listening to music. I literally just learned how to land properly. I mean, I've been looking at the ground when I land, ahead, but at the ground.
See now.
But Brooke is like, look, keep your eyes above their eyes. And sure enough, I kept that foot down there and I nailed it.
It's
never stop learning.
I am not on that music train. I just can't. I need to hear what's going on. You know what I mean? Like, I want to hear my engine.
Okay.
If something's going on, like, I want to know about it. And I'm the same way when I'm driving my car. I don't really listen to loud music. I think that's just my personality. I can appreciate good music for sure. Absolutely. But I wish I could let go. I think it's a control thing. I wish I could just let go and enjoy the flight and enjoy the music and that stuff. But it's difficult.
I'm with you, JP. I haven't landed or taken off with music yet.
Hey, Brian.
I'm constantly on flying.
Manly Paramotor says when Brian says music, he means I'm singing in his ear on comms.
That sounds about right.
I'm screen sharing the resurgencepppg.com. Resurgence PPG is in the chat with us. So just a shout out to you guys. Make sure you run over to Resurgence PPG. You can donate straight to them. Everything that we buy, by the way, we actually are able to donate a little bit of money to Resurgence PPG. And that's the reason why you guys are helping us out with the donations. We appreciate you because everything that we do, we help Resurgence PPG. It's almost 8 o'clock and we're going to spin again. And we're going to, right after the spin, we're going to open up the Zoom for everyone that wants to jump in and chat. Remember, we're talking about Paramotors PPG. We're going to keep it on that topic. And anybody that has some questions that you want to ask Bill, you can ask them directly. So is there any other questions that the panel has to ask Bill before we do the 8 o'clock spin?
One more question. When you fly with music, do you notice that your flying changes depending on what music you're listening to? Do you fly more or less aggressive depending on your tunes?
Yeah. Yes. If I'm getting into my my wingovers and stuff, and I have like some Slipknot on, some hardcore metal, it gets intense. And then there's other times I like to fly with like Bob Marley, and I'm just relaxing and just enjoying the scenery, watching the birds fly under me. Yep.
I definitely noticed that as well. I'll put on some like Pennywise or something and then go into an acro run, and I definitely notice it's different versus listening to like Bob Seger or something.
Yeah, sure.
Now you're talking my language. Right.
I put you at NSYNC or Backstreet Boys. Really?
Hey, it's all right. Technically, it was 98 degrees. Okay, 98 degrees.
Hey, real quick, since we're talking about Resurgence PPG, a way to give without even having to give is to go to smile.amazon.com, and all you have to do is it takes like 3 or 4 minutes and pick Resurgence PPG as your charity, and everything you buy a percentage of it will go. And just without even trying, you can see right here, $3.59 is what I've donated. And when everybody does this, look at that right there, $1,600 to the Resurgence without even having, it didn't cost anybody anything. It's a percentage taken out of everybody's purchases that has picked Resurgence. And I can't get over how awesome that feature is for Amazon to do. And if everybody did that, we could generate so much money to get everybody up in the air, share the dream. So it takes literally 3 or 4 minutes. If anybody needs help with it, just reach out to me. I'll help anybody sign it up. If you have an existing account, it makes it that much easier. But please do this, guys. It's awesome.
Cool. Hey, JP, real quick. Can
Mhm.
you do another group picture? Because I left the building for a couple minutes.
I can make that happen, Linda.
Can you do
Elvis
that?
has left the
I
building.
would love you like forever, JP. If you do
I
that.
can make that happen. Everybody look up real quick.
Tell me
Amy,
when.
Smile.
Amy, Mark,
Amy and Mark, quit talking to each other.
Amy, Mark.
Ready?
Amy,
1,
Mark.
2, 3. Perfect.
Wait.
Oh, yay. Thank you.
All right, now go sign up for Amazon Smile, guys.
That's right.
Definitely.
Really
A shout out to willflyppg.com and ppgpirate.com. We'd like to be able to shout people out on here. And the way we do it is that we have some .coms that forward to your social media, because it's really hard to shout out youtube.com/UH123LMNOP. And it's easier to do with the .com. So paramotorguide.com, paramotorman.com, paramotorgirl.com. And we want to do paramotorwoman.com and paramotordude.com also. We are going to be a paramotor company in the future. So we also have paramotorinc.com and paramotorco.com.
Can we
Paramotor
do
what?
Can we do I identify as a paramotor.com?
Stop.
Sure.
No.
No. Right.
Why not,
No.
right?
Hey, Sean, I have a question.
Sure.
Oh, hey, Amy.
I'm breaking the rules by not putting it in chat. It just kind of hit me. It's probably a dumb question, but I'm kind of curious. What did you learn? Well, Bill, what did you learn as a new student that you think you can transfer and give the same good advice that you received to when you go into training?
I'm sorry. But what was the best advice that I would pass on to a student? Is that like the gist of your question?
Yeah, that you received when you were first learning how to fly.
Probably something along the lines of, don't compare yourself to other people. Just, because everybody learns at a different pace. If you really want to do it, it's worth fighting through the frustration, and obviously some people pick it right up. So I guess that would be it, go at your own pace, do what you're comfortable with. And I think that's it.
Here's a big
All right.
one.
So real quick, I have to confess, I may or may not have been playing around with a couple of people's names on the show. I don't know if anybody noticed. It's been like 15 minutes. But Kevin Can Fly has blonde wig and name change. I would like to go ahead and apologize.
Wow. See,
Well,
that's
what
what
about me?
happens.
Am I left out? You didn't do me?
Well,
No.
you already got hay bale, so I mean, you're already Brian hay bale.
Yeah. That's
My
funny.
God. Kevin, I'm sorry. I had to do it. I couldn't pass up the opportunity of that. I apologize. But as a picture you just took, that will be the name underneath your screen. So we might want to rechange that and then
No,
redo that.
It's just the way it
Well, we
is.
just need to do another picture real quick, right?
Nope, that's the way it's going to be. I mean,
Well, I was wondering if he dyed his hair. I wasn't going to say anything.
it's just a thumbnail, guys. It's no big deal.
I know, huh? No,
It was pointed out to me in a couple of messages on Facebook, and I was like, "What? Oh, he does have. Did he dye his hair?
A couple
I've got
messages
to
on
change. I've got to
Facebook.
change that."
I didn't know if
My
he
reputation
dyed it
is
or I just
preceding me
didn't
at this
realize
point.
it's always been blonde, but you know,
His hair is always the topic of conversation.
it kind of really is, isn't it?
It's okay though. It's okay. We love you, Kevin.
Most people don't even know I have hair. I always have this hat on my head. Surprised anyone
I
noticed.
know. You take your hat off, it's like, woo! There you go.
Walter wants us to know that blondes have more fun. Just so you know.
JP, you can spin the wheel anytime that you want to for the
Gotcha.
spin.
Little wheel.
Yeah, we're gonna do the.
I got a new hat. I guess
The
I better put it on.
winner will receive a lock.
Bill's gonna have to
like
get one.
golden locks.
Blonde wig. Ah! Oh, goodness.
Yeah, this is the big wheel. This is the last spin for the big wheel, and then we got 2 spins for the donation.
Okay.
Who's it gonna be?
And then after
Walter
these
wants to know if I lost the bet. No, Walter, I have 3 daughters. I have 3 daughters.
Hey, real quick, did we miss anybody's questions? If we did not ask your question in the chat, go ahead and type it in again real quick, and we will ask it on the air before we open up.
Uh-oh. Is it going to be Amy George?
Paramotor NC.
Paramotor.
Ben. There's
Who's it gonna be?
I got to turn me off.
Ben Lorenzini.
Oh,
It's gonna be
so
Ben.
close.
It's gonna be
So
Ben.
close.
I told you it's Ben.
I'm on mute.
Just showed up.
Well, I unmuted myself for a moment.
Just showed up. Ben Lorenzini. Congratulations, dude.
Oh, quit.
Nice. So quick shout out to Ben. I got my first flight in with him down at
Really?
Aviator. He came
That's
and
awesome.
visited me at Aviator. So he was in Southern Florida traveling.
Awesome.
And yeah, awesome.
If you guys
Congratulations,
get a
Ben.
chance, if anyone gets a chance, make sure to check out Paramotor NC on YouTube, and he's on TikTok too.
Yep.
And he's also on Instagram, so give him a follow. You know, we all support each other in this, and let's help each other out.
Yeah, he makes
Hey,
some really good videos.
Absolutely.
Hey, I have a point I want to make for the panel. Out of everyone that's on the panel, I'd like to say that JP, Sean, Mark, and Amy have all slept in my bed. Just so you know.
You're irresistible, buddy.
That is
You are
true.
irresistible.
Was
Hey,
that an
Sean,
invitation
Sean.
to the other panel members or what? Because
I'm just
There was
saying.
no
it is a
sleeping going
proven. It is it's a proven fact, and I'm just, you can call me Rico if you like. Suave. Fine.
Suave. Rico Suave.
are you too sexy for your shirt?
Oh, look, I had to get dressed up for tonight. I had to look good. You know what I mean?
For all the people that have donated, we appreciate you. All the people that just come here and chat with us, we totally appreciate you also.
Absolutely.
Donations are not required, but we do want to shout out the people that have made
Thanks
it.
for showing.
For all the people that won something tonight, we are going to share real quick all the things that we are donating today. And this is because of you guys that have donated to ClearProp TV. Amy, I'm going to have to mute you because you keep on squealing. All right. Donations in the super chat. Every Monday night on ClearProp TV, we're able to give away some cool prizes. Tonight, we're going to be giving away customized flags. We're also going to be giving away customized canvas prints of you flying your paramotor or your pets or your family, whatever you want. We're also going to be customizing license plates. So make sure that you say hello in the chat and let us know that you're here. We also have people that want to help the people that support the show. Tonight, Aaron from threadfx.com is donating a pair of windproof soft shell gloves. Anybody that donates anything in the super chat tonight will have a spin on the spinning wheel. Keegan Mold from Far Out Strobes is donating a strobe light. I actually have 2 of these things, and they are absolutely amazing. They are so bright. I think PPG Tommy even bought one. Check them out at faroutstrobes.com. The internet is a huge place. How would you like to have a .com that actually forwards over to your social media? Well, check out paramotorguest.com. that is our guest social media that they have chosen, and it'll be forwarded to that for the entire week. We also have ParamotorSpotlight.com for that person that we're spotlighting for at least a couple of weeks, so definitely check that out. How would you like your very own .com that will forward to your social media for the next 6 months? Well, we are going to be using ParamotorWoman.com and ParamotorDude.com. If you're interested, let JP Tullo know in the super chat, and you'll be put in the spinning wheel of winning things. I love spinning wheel of winning things. I really do. I think that's one of the coolest things that we have on this show. So to recap, go to paramotorguest.com and check out Bill's social media. I think he only has Facebook right now, but maybe he will get a YouTube and post some videos. I don't know. Hopefully we will. So anybody that won those first 3, that was Scott, Shannon, mainly Paramotors and Paramotor NC, email me at ppggrandpa@gmail.com. Don't forget, we are also ordering a bunch of calendars, and we need your pictures. So send me your coolest paramotor pictures to ppggrandpa@gmail.com, and then next week we're going to find the best 12 or 18. I think we're going with 18. I think we're going with a year and a half, and those are the calendars that we're going to be giving away on the show, and they'll also be on sale too. And I'm not sure what the proceeds are going to be going for. We might do something really cool. Amy, you got your hand up? What's going on, girl? You got to unmute if you want to ask a question.
Okay, this might be a little late, but Kevin said that most people don't realize he has hair. But I just want to know, since the color tonight, did Hey Bill do his hairdo?
What are you trying to say?
What are you talking about? Did I do his hair?
Because of the color, I know my horses would love it. So I just thought maybe Hey Bill did Kevin's hair.
Yeah, it must look like a bale of hay, right?
Kevin wanted the golden hay bale look. Okay, that's cool. We go off topic so often. I don't even know why. Let's go ahead and spin for the strobe light and the gloves that were donated tonight. Once again. Hey, you know what? Yeah. Did you clear out the other one, JP, with all the names? No? Hey, you guys, Tommy Mosley, our one of the panel members that is usually on here, he only has 12 subscribers. If you go to ppgtommy.com and subscribe to his channel and say, hey, on one of his last videos or something, let JP know. We'll put you on the spinning wheel again, and let's go ahead and spin the wheel again with those names. We really want to help Tommy. That's ppgtommy.com. That goes to his YouTube channel. Just subscribe to his channel and say hello to his channel real quick. We want to surprise him. He's been stuck on 12 subscribers for a while. Oh, it's up to 13 already. Let JP know in the super chat that you subscribed. This is...
Give him a thumbs up too.
Yeah, absolutely, of course. Now, one of them is when he flew with me and some friends, and we flew to Sonic, got some burgers, and flew up to, I don't know how many thousands of feet, and ate it. And it was really good. It didn't get a lot of hits. I think we only had like less than 100 people that watched it. I guess we need a better thumbnail. Go back to the main page on Tommy's and go down to, there it is, the popular uploads. There it is. We flew to Sonic on our paramotor. 3rd row down. 3 of us right there. Yep, there it is. We flew to Sonic. Landed, got some burgers, and that was really fun. So yeah, if you can, go to ppgtommy.com, subscribe to his channel, let JP know that you subscribed. We'll put you in the wheel. Let's go ahead and spin the wheel one more time. I want to give away something else. I don't know what to give away this time. What do we need to give away? We'll find something out. So this...
Hey, Jim, touche.
This is going to be spin number 5, bonus. And I want to give
All
away
right, my money's on somebody I've seen in the last 2 weeks because 3 of the 4 first winners I flew with in the last 2 weeks.
I love giving away stuff. I wish I could give away more stuff. We're trying.
Is the regular wheel, right, Sean?
Yeah, just the regular wheel. So anybody subscribe to his channel, ppgtommy.com?
Yeah, we've got several subs. We got Smith 8, Tyler Vowles, Manly Paramotors, Jim Simard. A lot of guys have been subbing. Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you guys. It's very nice of you guys to do that.
Shane?
What?
Do I can't see your thumbnail. Do you have something on your head?
No, what are you talking about? What? What's going on?
Blonde wig.
Y'all know what's gonna happen next Monday, right?
It's happening now. Sexy you are.
Dude, I'm gonna show up on Monday with my head shaved clean with a razor. I'm gonna pretend to be Shane for a day.
Do it.
It's gonna take more than a day before it grows back. I hate to tell you.
Yes, it will.
No, honestly, you guys make jokes, but I'm growing it out so that way I can donate my hair to Locks for Love. But
you know, I did that. I did that. And it was really fun. I enjoyed growing it out for the Locks of Love. I did that too. Back when I was younger. I don't know if I could do it as a grandpa. It could look kind of weird. I don't know. What do you think? Should I grow my hair out again for
Not yet.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, you can go ahead.
How about
call
this,
me Joe
Sean?
Dirt.
How about this, Sean? How about we take donations for you to grow your hair out for Locks of Love?
Well, I don't think it really takes money to do that, Mark. But I appreciate where you're coming from.
But if we can, all we need is $7,000. I think that's what it is for Resurgence PPG. And if I'm wrong, let me know. Resurgence PPG needs $7,000 per person for their donation to a disabled vet that gets them training and gear. Am I correct? Is that what I thought it was? Amy knows. I mean, I think Amy was talking about that, or Mark George. I'm not sure.
What was I talking about earlier?
Resurgence PPG. Do they need $7,000 per person for getting a disabled vet in the air?
Yes, definitely. Any donations, going to events, doing baking. I'm doing the hand pies instead of full pies now, and branching out into bringing my cinnamon rolls back and doing muffins as well. So I think I'm just going to have it to where I'm going to be featuring a Paramotor pilot in the kitchen with us making something, and then going to events, and then just doing like I did at Quintana and having like the bake sale at the events, and then all the money's going to Resurgence.
So Todd just responded in the chat, and he says, we typically come in way under the 7,000 mark, but we like to use it for planning purposes. He can come on and join the chat if you guys would like to hear more about it.
Absolutely. Let me go ahead and put the information in the stream.
And Bill H also subscribed to Tommy as well. Thank you, Bill H, for the support.
Thank you very much. Tommy's going to be so surprised. He doesn't know I'm doing this. I was going to surprise him, but unfortunately, I think that he had to work this weekend. So he's been working a lot of hours. Here's the meeting ID and passcode. Anybody can join in right now. Of course, Resurgence PPG can definitely jump in and talk about that. I would really like that. We're going to spin the wheel again for another customized flag.
Walter says if Shane will grow his hair out, he'll donate $100 for Resurgence.
Wow. Shane?
Wow.
I will give
Does he have to grow it on top too? or just around the side?
He's gonna grow out his armpit hair and braid it. That's gonna be awesome.
I cannot. I refuse. Once the hair starts touching my ears, I'm out, dude. It gets cut off every time.
Oh, no extensions for you, Shaney. No extensions.
No, I cannot stand
you
it.
wouldn't be able to handle that, all that extensions.
Shane's gonna be the guy that puts his wig on with Gorilla Glue.
Oh my! I
Yes.
saw that girl that did that. That was so funny. I mean, not funny, but I've seen it. And
Tyler Vowles, he's subscribed. He also wants an update on the weight loss, John.
oh yeah, absolutely. Won't be able to do that today, but
Yeah, we'll do that later on.
Yeah.
We'll update you guys on that.
absolutely.
Yep.
Matter
This
of fact,
is awesome, guys. We got a lot of subs in here. I'm trying to highlight your names and make sure everybody sees me doing it because we really.
Is that Sean Connery that just joined? No, that's Todd Scandrett. Okay. Looking good, brother.
Look at all the chatters.
How y'all doing?
Chatters.
what's
I
up?
love my chatters. Thank you, chatters. If you can hear me, thank you. Absolutely.
So we got Resurgence PPG in the house.
Todd. Hey, Todd.
While we are getting all the names that subscribe to ppgtommy.com, don't forget to go resurgencepppg.com and check them out. So Todd, what's up? How you been?
Good. I'm happy I was able to finally find you guys. I get so blown out of whack with what day it is and what shows are on and where I'm supposed to be watching and when. I'm glad I was able to finally catch you guys and jump on here.
I'm glad that you do. We're trying to all these different flags and stuff are going actually through smile.amazon.com, and we are making sure that you guys get extra money and are able to send out a bunch of cool stuff to people and doing these flags. While we're spinning here, if you could tell us a little bit about Resurgence PPG and what you guys do for people.
Yeah, so real quick, we're a 501c3 that focuses on getting disabled and adaptive veterans involved in the sport of powered paragliding. It came about because of my own experiences, my own challenges once I separated and retired from the military. And so to date, we've been able to fully sponsor 16 alumni. We've got one slotted for training next month with One Up Adventures and Fly My PPG. The question came up about the cost. And, as I said in the chat, that we look at the $7,000 mark as a planning tool. And it always shocks people. Why would you need $7,000? And so what we look at, we as an organization, we provide the tuition cost. And so we basically use Aviator as the standard for the cost that we're looking to spend on a candidate. So that's what, $3,640 right now. And then we also provide the travel cost to get the candidate from their home of record to the school. We provide lodging for the duration of the school, and we provide a per diem so that individual is able to pay for meals and additional costs. And why it came about and why we do it like that is that's very similar to how
Can't stay
military. Say again?
Can't stay me. I'm sorry.
Um,
Can't stay me has earned this. If anybody has earned it tonight, congratulations, Kent. Go ahead.
Congratulations, Kent, and thank you for all the donations.
Absolutely.
Good
Sorry to
job,
interrupt you, Todd.
No worries. And so we do that because, the veterans coming from a military environment, that is how the military would always provide. If they sent you to a school or they sent you to training somewhere, it was always that same kind of travel package. And it made it much easier on service members, and basically what we're accustomed to. And it puts us in line with organizations like Wounded Warrior Project. So they kind of do the same thing. So, that's kind of what we're dealing with. But a lot of the cost, surprisingly, is the lodging itself. And our lodging cost is determined over a 14-day period. And so when we look at if there's a school that's only doing a 7-day course or an 8-day course, we obviously save a ton of money right there because we don't have that extra week of lodging. We don't have that extra week of per diem. And so we're able to use that for the tuition and for the travel costs and whatnot. So the $7,000 is planning purposes, but we do typically come in way under that when we're sponsoring a candidate.
And you said you're also able to get gear for them also?
So that's kind of the funny thing. We're in the process of receiving donations. We've received a couple wings, and actually this next week, it's going to be really awesome. I've got 2 motors that have been donated that I'm going to be traveling across the country to donate to some of our alumni. And so we typically don't provide equipment just because it's so cost prohibitive for us. I mean, we're a small organization, but if individuals have equipment and they donate it to us, we pass it on to our alumni. So once they complete training, they're able to stay in the sport. Because some of these guys, they get done with training and, they might be able to get a wing. So they're able to continue to kite and ground handle, but they're not able to get a motor right away or something like that. And so it might take them a long time before they're able to get back in the air. But yeah, as of right now, we've got some equipment donated, and I'm going to be passing that on to our alumni, and hopefully that trend will continue, and we'll be able to keep these guys in the air immediately upon finishing their training.
If somebody has something that they want to donate to you guys, how would they be able to get to you and donate that?
Just reach out to me at resurgencepppg@gmail.com. Hit me up on Facebook Messenger and say, hey, this is what we've got. This is what we're looking at. We just went through a process where a doctor and his wife out in California, they realized that they didn't have time to work into their schedule. And so we had to work a deal where we shipped it from California back to North Carolina. And it was an investment. It cost us quite a bit of money, but the money that we put into it was well worth it for the equipment we got in exchange. So, if you need help with shipping or something like that, reach out to me, let me know. As a 501c3, we will provide a tax receipt that will identify a fair market value for the items to the IRS. So if at the end of your tax season, you're able to claim it on your taxes as a deduction.
So I have a question for you, Todd.
Yeah.
Let's say someone like myself who is a blue collar worker, doesn't really have, I barely got into the sport on my own. Is there other ways, like maybe donating time to help out with maybe cooking or supplying meals for?
It's really a tough one because we're so geographically dispersed.
Right.
I've got alumni in Florida, Michigan, Texas, Arizona. So we're basically spread all over the place. So because we're not consolidated, we really don't have events ourselves
Right.
in one location. Our big thing is when we go to fly-ins, and just kind of hanging out and meeting the people at fly-ins and kind of share our mission and message. And, for those people that, are in your situation, the biggest thing I say is just, continue to share our message on social media. Tell your friends and family, because as the word of mouth increases, it's going to stumble upon somebody that buys in and, they've got the means to donate. So it's nothing crazy, but I ask everybody kind of to get on the bandwagon and, tell people that we do good things and what we work on is actually meaningful.
We'll need to get you on the show and do a whole show on Resurgence PPG. I think we tried to do that earlier, but something came up and we weren't able to do it. I don't remember what happened.
Yeah, it was right after Endless Foot Drag, and just things got caught up in family, and we had our adventure wingman trip in November, and that completely took all of my focus.
So we got a couple people in the chat that are over here talking trash. We got Bill H and Adam Giles that are just talking smack, saying everything you're doing is awesome. So thanks guys for your kind
I
words.
definitely appreciate it. Yeah. And and the thing for me, and the thing that's amazing is we're finally getting to the point as an organization where we have enough alumni that are experienced pilots, that are active pilots. They're starting to join us at the fly-ins and at the events that we're going to. And it's always awesome when other pilots in the community come and they meet our alumni, and you guys sit down and just talk to them and kind of learn their story. And that's really what makes the organization what it is when you guys are able to understand what's happening and what these guys have been through and what they're going through, and how it might relate to everything else that's happening. I had a really cool story at Endless Foot Drag. It was the last day. I mean, weather kind of blew out the very end of Endless Foot Drag, so everybody was packing up and leaving a day or two early. But as everybody was packing up and people were leaving, this guy came up to me and he was telling me about he had been involved in a really bad accident. He had been involved in an accident with another friend, and they had both been hospitalized for a long time. Hey, congratulations, Walter. You're charging somebody some shipping costs.
Yeah.
But he was explaining to me what he had been through, and as he was hospitalized and as his buddy was hospitalized, they found paramotor videos, and that kind of gave them the motivation to kind of rehab and get through it together. And they're both flying paramotors now together. And he was relaying how the community was such a benefit to him, and he immediately got the connection of what Resurgence does with veterans, because he's basically going through it himself. He's just not a veteran. And so I think that's what's amazing for us, is to share that message, with people when we go to these fly-ins now.
Well, I was blown away when you guys did your alumni trip through the desert, and the way that Greg and Cynthia worked to capture that trip with his vlog. You guys did an amazing cross country. You guys touched so many places and flew so far that I was just absolutely blown away by that trip.
Yeah, that trip was amazing. And the thing that I guess I don't want to say I'm bothered, but we had there's actually a film crew. You guys are throwing all kinds of stuff.
Congratulations, Tyler.
But we had an actual film crew there doing a documentary, and Ryan Southwell was part of it. And we had another, Matt Cowan was there filming for us. Jason LaHell's the director, and they're actually putting together a full-on documentary about our alumni and about that experience. Because of that, because there's an actual documentary, Greg Anthony Harris was not able to capture and produce some of the things that went on, some of the behind the scenes stuff. So there was kind of an NDA in place that he can't show a lot of that stuff until the documentary comes out. So I can't wait for that to happen, for him to be able to put some of his stuff out, because it was an amazing trip. It truly was life-changing, both for us as an organization, and I think once the documentary comes out, what the paramotor community is going to see.
That is really, really super awesome. Thank you so very much.
Hey, Sean, I have a suggestion.
Yes.
Let's concentrate on trying to get some more Resurgence PPG candidates that have been through their training on a show as our guests.
Yeah.
I know we've had Chris Meinberg on here in the past. I believe he's a Resurgence trainee. Is that right, Todd?
Yep. He lives out near Tucson, and we call him Walter White because of his camper. It's just like freaking Breaking Bad. It's a mess house on wheels. It's terrible.
I gotta ask, what is going on, Jade? Are you guys playing out in the blizzard, or what's happening here?
38 below. Hey, it was 36 below out here this morning. We're dressed for the weather.
It's not that cold. Come on, that's like where
it was 36 below when we woke up this morning.
I don't even know what that means. So those minuses in front of numbers, I don't know what that means. But apparently, we're
after
getting
high
that
school, that kind of
tomorrow.
math
Actually,
stopped being used. I don't know.
we're getting that tonight. We're actually going to be -2. I don't think that Arkansas has ever been -2 before. That's crazy.
I'm pushing it all towards you guys. We want to share the wealth of the snow and the cold.
It was funny. I saw a Facebook post today that said, "Hey Russia, the weather's jumping to
Our next available slot for ClearProp TV is going to be March 22nd. So let's try to get someone on March 22nd for a Resurgence PPG.
Okay, that actually might be good because let me see. Well, let's go ahead and plan it. I'll get somebody on here for you. But that's actually right after the class starts in March, and we'll have our new candidate actually going through training at that time as well.
They said we're going to have to figure out some rules for Walter.
Well, Kent Stanley just donated $5 for Walter's shipping.
It gets us like 3% of the way there.
If you don't know, then you know.
Walter didn't respond in the chat. He forfeits his winnings.
As long as it's not your lock of hair, Kevin.
Oh, come on, man. You can wear
Hey
it,
guys,
Walter,
I know how we get sidetracked in the after show, and our guest doesn't get as much attention. I just want to say before we get really sidetracked that Bill, I wish you the best of luck at Aviator, man, and I'm looking forward to hearing your story and your training going forward. And I think we're all rooting for you, man, for sure. Appreciate you coming on.
And we're still going to be talking to our guest Bill for the next 20 minutes, unless you need to go. So anybody in the panel wants to talk or ask questions, anybody in the chat wants to ask questions, and then here at 9 o'clock we're going to go officially to the after show where we still talk about paramotors, but we can let Bill go if he needs to go.
I got a question. Slice of humble pie. How many props you been through?
Oh, humble pie.
Me?
Yeah.
I haven't broken a prop yet.
My man.
Yeah. I've done a frame pretty well. I haven't broken a prop yet, knock on wood.
That's good. Yeah. Hey, everybody smile real quick. I'm going to take a picture since we have so many people. Smile, 3, 2, 1, cheese. Gotcha.
Oh, my darkness.
I have a question. Kevin made me think about asking about how many props he broke. So, Bill, how many butt landings did you do?
Butt landings?
I can't count that high.
I have to take my shoes off.
Quite a few. Luckily for me, I have a strong frame, so I didn't break any props. I landed sideways one time, and I don't know how I didn't break a prop, and the guys with me don't know how I didn't break a prop, but I smashed my frame apart pretty good. But yeah, I slid on my butt quite a few times too.
Oh.
What frame have you got, Bill?
I have a Uta Yak.
Oh yes, that's right.
Aluminum frame, pretty solid.
Thanks for catching up, Walter.
I know, right?
Well, he had to come back. He's a whole day ahead. He's so far ahead of us that he's still like.
Apparently tomorrow's coming because Walter is here. Hey, Bill, I got a question for you. In the almost 100 hours that you've been flying, what is a good takeaway that you have learned that you wish that you would have learned in school that now you have it dialed in? What's that one thing that you have dialed in? I'm going to tell you mine real quick. The landings was always, I should have looked at the horizon and not looked down at my feet. And as soon as I stopped doing that, I have no problem landing. What's your takeaway?
I might have to agree with that. I mean, that's a pretty good one. Also in school, I learned on a Mojo, I believe it was a Mojo. So when I got my reflex wing, I got a Roadster 3. Coming in on a Roadster 3, a B wing, a reflex wing, was a little bit different to coming in on Mojo. You come in with a little more energy, a little hotter. So I can definitely relate to that.
Hey, Bill, I got a couple quick questions for you.
Sure.
You said the Mojo. Was that a Mojo Power? Or?
To be honest, I'm not sure.
Okay.
I don't know.
And then
I know there are, go ahead.
And then also in Florida, Lakeland, where are you flying out of?
Well, I live in Lakeland, but I go to Lake Wales a lot. I go to Wauchula a lot, and I have a buddy with some property out in Plant City. So we fly in his cow pasture a lot. They're the 3 spots I fly the most.
Okay. I was wondering, because I got some property in Lakeland, and I've been thinking about trying to find places that I could go out of, and couldn't think of too many.
Yeah, well, Lake Wales is only about 25-minute drive. Well, I guess depending on where your property is in Lakeland, but Lake Wales isn't all that far from Lakeland. As for other land, I'm sure there's land. I just been lucky enough to meet some people, and I can fly on their land. So
Check it out. We got Tommy up to 26, guys. That's awesome. I really appreciate everyone who helped out with that.
We've doubled his subscribers today.
Yeah, that's what's up.
That's
what this community is all about, guys. Really appreciate it.
He's gonna.
So Bill, have you got a YouTube channel going yet?
not yet. I do have a YouTube channel. It's got like 2 or 3 crappy videos on it, but that's about it. So I will be getting into more of the making good content aspect and posting on YouTube. Yeah.
Well, when I went through training down at Aviator, they said that pretty much everybody with a paramotor has a 1-wheel and a YouTube channel.
Right.
I say they got it about half right anyway.
Yeah.
That's because those are the folks that can afford to go to Aviator.
But they're the ones selling them too. So yeah.
Yeah, those 1-wheels aren't cheap, right?
No.
I'd have one if it wasn't for the $1,800 price tag. I can't justify a skateboard that cost $1,800.
That's steep. That's a steep price.
That's dirt bike money for me, or jet ski money, not skateboard money.
Right.
Hey, Bill, I have a question for you.
Sure.
Sometimes I have a hard time, getting out of my head and everything. Do you ever have that trouble when you were first learning how to not get so caught up in your head? And what did you do to, prevent that? And what would you advice that you would have to give to a new student to not get so caught up in their head when they're learning?
Oh, well, that's a good question. In school, for me personally, it wasn't so bad because I had somebody in my ears the whole time telling me exactly what to do. So as long as I listened, I was okay. When I got out of school, that's obviously when it was a little bit more of a, like within my first 5 landings after I left school, I had a, oh shit moment where I completely forgot what to do when I was coming into land. So I forgot about pressure and flare and everything. So I kind of froze and I just came in pretty hard and tripped and fell. I don't know. That's a good question. Maybe it's something I should think about, what I could tell students to get out of their head. Just breathe. Breathe, relax.
Yay, I'm the only one that he said I had a good question tonight.
How long have you been flying, Bill?
Just about 98 hours, just under 100 hours. I started flying last year, January 1st, 2020 was my first flight.
So you mentioned you had those incidents in flight and, your 5th flight or whatever at home, you kind of came in kind of hard. At any point after you left training, when you were at home during those first flights, did you hear an instructor in your ear? And which one was it?
Absolutely. Mike Brown was the one I worked with the most.
Me too, man. Mike.
So yeah, and it's funny enough because I froze on that one time coming in, but what I would hear after I left the Aviator was pressure as you're coming in to land. Yeah.
Yep. Hands up, throttle off. So just remember that when you go there, man, that you're going to have that kind of influence over people and change their lives. And when they go home, they may just very well be hearing Bill Dolbow in their ear. So
right.
Good for you.
That's a good point. Thank you. Yep.
The day that is in question. Was it anything different, your conditions or something that made you uncomfortable or forget of what you were doing? Was it anything to do with the conditions or just a mind lapse?
Just a mind lap. Yeah. Yep. A brain fart. I just completely forgot what to do.
Cool.
Seems like that might happen a lot. I wonder how many people in the chat have had one of those brain farts when they first started.
If I could jump in, I think one of the things that kind of surprises a lot of people, especially I trained at Aviator too. And when I came home to North Carolina, the change in weather conditions, going from having some wind, you do forwards down at Aviator, but there's always a little bit of wind and a little bit of breeze to help you out. And when I got home to North Carolina, I was flying in no wind, like absolutely zero wind launches. And you have to commit. You really have to push it on those no wind launches, and you have to be willing to put in that effort. And I think that was a big realization. And you talk to folks that they always fly at the beach, or they always have nice smooth laminar air, and then all of a sudden they get to a location that doesn't have anything, and they've got to do a no wind launch, and they just blow launch after launch after launch because you've got to get it in your head to commit. You've got to push it, and you've got to run.
Will Fly said he forgot to get out of his seat when landing. Does that count? What's really interesting is that with the I fly the SkyTap Angel. However, I don't need to get out of my seat to land. I can stay in my seat until my feet touch the ground, and then I just sort of walk out of it. I need to do a video about it. It's pretty cool.
You can drag that SkyTap Angel on the ground. You can just land gear up. It's fine.
Yeah,
and it's because it has a crumple zone.
Yeah,
and you can beat the crap out of it. And
yeah, that thing's a beast.
I've got a video of that somewhere of him just tilling the runway with the back of his cage down at Suwanee.
That was my first year of flying, was pretty much beating the crap out of it. I mean, if I had any other gear, I would have had to replace everything when I first started. Like I said, until I learned about that, look at the horizon, not at your feet, I had no problems landing. And I wish I would have known that or got that in my head sooner. But I'll tell you what, that SIV class with Andrew Fuller, I have no problems landing. I can spot land like a bad boy now. I'm pretty happy with that. Which reminds me, Bill, where are you going for your SIV course?
Yeah, Skylab.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, after 100 hours of flying, are you considering upgrading your motor, changing your wing, getting any new gear, changing your gear, or are you 100% satisfied with what you're at right now?
I love what I have. But I'm sure I'm going to be wanting to go to a Speedster or Sirocco, something like a C-Wing. I'm sure that'll probably be my next progression, equipment-wise. I love the Uta. It's a little bit heavy, but it's taken me through a lot. So there's a little bit of an emotional connection to it.
Yak's
I have no complaints.
I deal the Yaks. I said I deal the Yaks. They're a great paramotor.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I agree.
Bill, I just wanted you to know that you were talking about you were having trouble landing or whatever, takeoffs and all that after training. I had the same problem, but at least you didn't have Kyle O'Glee do an entire video of your problems.
Right.
You let everybody watch my butt landings.
That just means you're lucky you made it into a Kyle O video.
Those were some good butt landings, Ron.
Yeah.
That is true. You made it.
How long ago was that? How long ago was the video? How old's the video?
Oh, that was about a year ago.
Okay. Yeah, I enjoy Kylo's videos myself.
I enjoy Kyle Lowe more than his videos. That guy's a true gem.
Yeah,
I look forward to
seems,
meeting
seems like a good dude.
Hey, I
Hanging
got a
out with
question.
Kyle was like hanging out with my brother. That guy was cool as could be.
I see we got some faces in the chat tonight we hadn't heard from. Jim Reeves, I believe you just did the Aviator instructor thing. Did you get to test fly a lot of wings and motors while you were there, or did you just work, man?
I was free labor and I was happy to be there. I didn't go all the way through it. I'm going back to do some more. I had to come back home and work on the house and take care of some stuff. They were at a break in the classes still this Saturday coming up anyway. But yeah, their student gear is available to try out as long as you're not going to break it or anything like that. I had my own stuff there that I wanted to get flying. My Defiant was one of those things I was looking to tweak and get flying. So I did get some flights on that. But that is an option, and that's another benefit of going back there.
Did Eric let you try out his new retractor track he had there?
And I did see it when it came in, and it was very interesting to look at. I'm not ready to move up yet. I'm still dialing in my own skills. So.
Hey, Jim, did you get your motor starting issues all sorted out, buddy?
Oh yeah. It starts usually, within 2 or 3 pulls, it starts right up now.
Was it just getting rid of that foam plug? Was that all it was?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I had a question about how do you land? Was it Jim? Jim, that was you, right?
What's that?
How do I land?
Let's see
this? So I just come on in, still sitting down, and then when I'm ready to get out, I just pull the brakes and just walk right out.
You could just put
Nice.
you could just like rivet a roller skate to the bottom and then just make it like a trike landing.
I would love, there's a little trike thing that you can bolt onto the Angel. It has the 2 big long wheels and then the front wheel. You just bolt it on the frame. So
Hey, Sean,
Yeah.
are those Arkansas white legs or is that Wisconsin white legs? I couldn't tell.
those are Arkansas white legs. Oh yeah, you know it. That was during the summertime because I always wear some sort of pants, like parachute pants during the summertime. This was the only time that I wore shorts and tennis shoes because I packed up everything, started to go, and I was like, oh shoot, I didn't bring my pants and my boots. So
Trust me, if they're Wisconsin legs, it's like looking at the sun.
Beaming.
I just don't get into the sun very often. I'm just not a sun guy anymore. I used to be when I was a kid, but not so much now.
Son of a gun.
Walter can't go in the sun. Over Australia, there's a hole in the ozone. It cooks you the minute you go outside.
Oh yeah, 20 minutes and you got to come back inside.
Hey, Bill, how much longer can you hang with us? You've been hanging with us for almost 2 hours now. Actually, a little bit more because you were in the pre-show. Do we need to let you go, or do you want to hang with us?
No, I'm fine. Yeah, I'm having a good time.
Okay, good.
Well, I had a great time getting to know you, Bill, and I wish you the best of luck with your journey to becoming an instructor. I have a pregnant wife who needs me to help her make dinner now, so I'm going to have to cut out of here. But everybody, thank you for all the donations, the chats, all of the support with getting Tommy subs. You guys are all legends. So thank you very much.
Peace out, Kevin.
Absolutely.
Yep.
I'm gonna follow Kevin's lead out. If you guys don't mind, I think you can handle it from here.
Absolutely.
Really appreciate everybody who joined us tonight and donated. And even if you didn't donate, if you had the opportunity to throw Tommy a subscription, a comment, whatever, a little bit goes a long way. And what we said about Smile on Amazon, throw some some attention resurgence's way, it makes a big difference. So yeah, what Kevin said, you guys are all legends. We appreciate you coming out. We'll see you next Monday night for sure. Show's not over. I'm just leaving though. So I mean, the good stuff is gone. But
Yeah, because
Good job,
Good
guys.
everything, right? So that was Kevin Can Fly at kevincanfly.com. You can always go over to jptulo.com. Check out their YouTubes. I mean, they got some pretty good stuff on there. So we appreciate you, Kevin and JP. Thank you so much.
Actually, since you're on that subject, Sean, if any of you guys are on TikTok, I've been kind of spending a little bit of time making some cute TikTok videos. So same handle, JP Tulo on TikTok. If you guys have a chance, check it out. It's hard competing with these 18-year-old girls and stuff. And they own TikTok, but I feel like there might be something there. I don't know. So we'll see. All right, guys, I'm out. Have a great night.
Bye,
Peace out.
JP. Thank you.
Hey, Sean, thanks so much. I appreciate you giving me the time to hop on here. Bill, really appreciate you allowing me to come in and hijack a few minutes of your show. Didn't mean to take it over. But JP, thanks for all your help in the shout outs. But I've got to go.
We appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you, Todd. We need to get together and talk more about this. I think that we could have a pretty cool alliance here in the future. I'll talk to you more about that later. Thanks.
Yeah, Todd, I don't know if it's ever been brought up, but we have donated a lot of stuff to Sean's show to generate donations to go directly to Resurgence PPG. And Amy and myself, we order a lot of stuff from Amazon, and we use Smile, and we have chosen Resurgence PPG as our charity, by the way.
Well, I definitely appreciate it. It really means a lot, and it definitely means a lot to all of our candidates and alumni out there. So
Thank you, Todd. Appreciate you, dude.
thanks, Linda.
Thank you so much.
All right, guys.
I'm
And
heading
I just
out
want to
to
let you know,
tomorrow,
to
so-
follow up with what Mark said, I really appreciate what y'all do to help out, those who are wanting to get in the air and fly but need the help.
Well, I definitely appreciate it. We do make a difference, and I think that's the big thing that people need to understand is that we are impacting lives, and that's really what it's all about.
Right. That's right. God bless you, Todd.
So,
You're the man, Todd.
Night, guys.
thanks so much, guys. Y'all be good. Thanks, Walter.
Cheers, buddy.
Good night, Todd.
See you later, Todd. Thank you.
Oh, here we are.
Walter,
You know what, guys?
Walter,
I can't stay out here much longer. I have to I still haven't packed yet. And yeah, I gotta be up early to head out to North Pole.
Hey, Linda,
Yes,
can you
honey.
send any of your unwanted wigs to Kevin, please?
That
Yes.
was so funny.
No, I am not cutting up. No, this is not going away anytime soon.
But it's for lots of love.
Okay.
Oh my God.
I
So
love
do
my life.
everybody show up with a wig next show. Everybody has a wig on next show.
All right. Easy. Hey, so how can we get up with you, Linda? What's your .com?
Oh, ParamonUSA.com.
That's so cool. You got your own .com.
Oh,
Hey,
Lord.
Sean, can we start a PPG red puppy.com for Brian Waller's new puppy?
Oh, that puppy's so cute.
What puppy y'all talking about? I don't know what puppy you're talking about.
Oh, shit, that's red.
Oh.
Hey, Red.
Shane, you know what, Shane? I call that the chick magnet.
Yeah, he needs all the help he can get. I mean, no, he's pretty cool guy.
Movie star in the making right here, man. This is Red. What's up, Red?
Well, you know, if
just picked him up.
Hey, Brian, I'm glad to see you got that baby right there, man. You made a good choice.
Yeah, we're stoked.
How does Major like him?
Yeah, he's the grumpy old dog now with the puppy around.
He's like, what? I'm second now? What the heck?
make lots of videos and put them on ppgbrian.com so we can see, right?
Absolutely,
Oh, yeah.
man.
Oh,
Yeah.
Speaking about .coms, let's go around real quick because we got some more .coms over here. Mark and Amy has paraswagusa.com. Amy has the parachick.com. Flying Flamingo has paramotorgirl.com.
Yeah.
Never Trust a Skinny Chef Shane. You can find him at ppgshane.com. Am I missing any .coms out there?
Real quick, John Adams is holding his puppy up. I'm saying there's a competition. There's a competition.
I know. It's puppy's cute.
It'll get cuter. It is.
Oh, yeah. I love it. I
I'll have
love
to
it.
bring my puppy.
Oh yeah.
I always
I don't know.
lock my dogs out. Come here, puppy.
What kind of puppy is it?
Go ahead.
Oh, no, baby.
Are we on the after show yet?
Puppy! We got
Puppies, puppy love. Hey, Sean, are we on the after show?
Yeah, we've been on after the first hour, then we're kind of on the spinning after show, and at 9 o'clock, which had just turned, we're on the after show. I don't know.
The after show.
Well,
Yeah.
I just want to let
Where's
y'all
my
know.
dogs?
I know Shane put it in the chat earlier, but if y'all haven't gone over to the Parrot Chick at YouTube, if you want to laugh your ass off and have tears coming down your face, you know, we did this Valentine's show. It is so freaking funny. Y'all need to go to the Parrot Chick on YouTube. Watch the video that Shane and I did for Valentine's Day. And please like and subscribe. I got more to come. I'm getting better with everyone, I promise.
How many subscribers do you have right now?
How many subscribers do I have? Do you know?
I think
She
she's got
has,
2.
I think 7 or 8.
Well,
Oh, she's got 7 or 8. I thought it was like 2.
Well, they-
it was 8 the other day.
But
I'm
Mark
on there.
dropped you and stopped following you, your own husband.
No, he didn't.
Hey,
I'll get his phone and put him back on.
Mark, next time that you come up this way, we need that extra large Paraswag USA shirt for Walter, which, by the way, Walter, I still haven't got your email address. Please email me at ppggrandpa@gmail.com, sir. That way we can start putting together your package that's going to be going overseas.
I'm waiting for the pole to get bigger.
Hey, Sean, next time we come up, I'm going to get you in the kitchen and we're going to do a video.
Did we do a video last time you came up this way?
No, we didn't do one getting you in the kitchen. We're going to get in the kitchen for my channel and we're going to get in the kitchen with me.
All right.
In the kitchen at
Dang.
party.
Doing the kitchen.
If you see the video with Shane, you'll see what it's like to be in the kitchen with Amy.
I saw that video. It was a good video.
Yes, you will lose your mind, literally.
Oh my God, you could have warned me.
What were you going to say, Shane?
Oh,
Shane, what were you gonna say?
I'm not used to having a woman in the kitchen because my wife, she doesn't go in there. So
that's what
it was
happens.
a little awkward.
Oh, that's funny.
You're a terrible man, Shane.
It's true. I'm not lying. She's listening to this show in the other room. I heard her laugh because she knows it's true.
Yeah,
But
I've seen her on the show. You keep her away from us. Why?
she won't get on film.
Oh,
We even made a
film,
treat that Krista
Shane?
could make. Something
On
she can do is
What
just
year is
that
it?
easy.
What,
I've
Sean?
seen her
I
on
said,
there.
Shane, on film, what year is this? Did you get her on Memorex also, or VHS or Betamax? Come on now, film.
Well, after
Betamax.
seeing
Your age is showing.
after
Super
seeing
eight.
what a woman can do in the kitchen, my wife might get Betamaxed.
Guys, we are officially in the after show. We can talk about anything, but
It's no longer PPG rated.
long as it's PPG rated, you know, it's
There's
all
puppies in the room.
Yeah.
Gotta keep it
We
clean.
can't,
Yeah,
we
there's
can't have your jokes yet, Shane.
Puppies there.
What, Walter?
I said we can't have your jokes yet. We're still in record.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's still
Well,
on film.
I just want you to know that Mark, myself, and a couple other pilots We flew this morning, and this is for Jade and Eric. We flew this morning, and the only reason I had a long sleeve shirt on is so the moisture didn't get my skin too moist. But we were really warm, really warm. I had to go up to 2,000 feet, or actually I went to 2,300 feet looking for cooler air. I'm just pointing that out.
Rubbing it in.
If you want cooler air, come over to Arkansas tonight. It's gonna be -2.
Well, last week I had my first 2 flights over the clouds. Tuesday and Wednesday morning, the fog lifted slowly, and about 9:30 a.m. it opened up. We were able to fly up through it. Dude, 2 of the most incredible, majestic flights I've ever had, man. Just I went through the clouds, like the gap between them, able to maintain visibility to ground, no problem. Get up there, like 12 other paramotors playing around, just tearing it up. It's awesome.
Oh, Kent Stamey asked, are you guys, to Mark George, are you guys going to be available in mid-March? I'm interested in checking out some equipment while I'm down that way. There you go. Also, looks like Bill H said goodnight, everyone.
Yeah, I'm heading out, guys. I got to pack my suitcase, or there ain't going to happen in the morning.
Somebody's moving.
I'm going to be, thank you, Bill, for coming on the show tonight. I appreciate you, bud.
Thanks for having me. It was a pleasure.
No, we enjoyed you. You're welcome back anytime. Seriously.
Awesome.
I mean, I tried to tell you this, I was trying to get in there and say that, and then everybody's like, yeah. Like, okay, I'll just say it. So.
I still have not heard a cheer from Linda yet.
Yeah, where's the cheerleader?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see. Okay, hold on. I'm thinking right now. Okay. Let's see.
All right, Linda, let's practice it. Let's practice.
Wait.
Easy, man.
Okay, I got it.
Just
Give
do
me
your
a
hair.
knee.
Grab your hair.
Yeah.
Give me an L. Give me an E. Give me an A. Give me an R.
Oh, this is gonna be a while.
R-O-P. TV. What does it spell?
I got
TV.
lost.
It's Clear Prop TV.
Yeah. Woo! There you go.
God, come on.
See? Clearprop.com.
Brian, how's Major doing?
He just got up out of his bed. He saw me petting his puppy, and he got a little jealous, so he got up, came over.
I thought that was going to happen. I see it coming. I'm like, oh, he's going to be like, no.
Poor guy. He's not doing too good though, Shane. Man, he's having problems with this cancer.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah, man, it sucks.
Oh, baby.
But how do you think he feels? You did like an ex-wife that you're not divorced yet, but you just showed up with a girlfriend.
I know, dude. I literally took off for 2 weeks, left them, and came back with a puppy. I felt bad. Trust me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't mean to make you feel bad. I'm just giving
No,
you crap.
no, it's all good.
No.
It's all good. With the SIV, I had nothing to do with them. Y'all told me that if I take my dog, he's gonna get ate by a gator. So I had to leave.
I think we did.
I had to leave him behind, bro.
And were we wrong?
I never saw the first gator, dude, but it was mid-February.
Yeah, they're not supposed to. They don't come out with a sign saying, "Hey, we're over here."
They wait out in the middle of the lake, and when they see parachutes spiraling down slowly, they go for it.
Well, they usually go under the water. They go under the water when they have pilots peeing themselves, and then they don't want to get none of that on them. So
which
they
is pretty much every pilot that hits the water. In the SIV.
Exactly, every one of them.
There you go. There you go.
Hey, Brian, I did hold the panel for the record of being the only guy in the SIV course to not throw laundry but end up in the water, and yet you had to beat me on that, didn't you? Or had to match me at least.
Two in my class.
Yeah, it's just, man.
Hey, man. Hey, are we past the PPG rating?
Sure, why not? We'll
it
just
happens.
we'll try to keep it still family, oriented,
Man.
since we are streaming.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, sometimes things don't work out like you plan them to.
Once you ever done
And
that,
stuff just happens, you know.
Oh,
keep it PP family oriented.
every time until afterwards.
That's what I'm talking about. He said after show, he said try to keep it family oriented. I'm like, when does that ever happen?
All right.
So I have like 2 wives now, and both of them are very loud.
Krista and I are just alike.
I was just telling Amy, I said, you know, it's uncanny how much Amy and Krista are exactly the same type of person, and me and Mark are exact same type of person.
That's
It's
so cool.
Yeah, it's just Kirsten and I have different color hair, and Mark has hair, and Shane doesn't.
so I have they said they're leaving tomorrow. I don't believe them, but I will shut the power off to the trailer tomorrow, the camper. when it hits 80 degrees, they won't be around.
We already packed up this afternoon. We're ready to go at 4 a.m.
They said, "Oh, it's gonna be snow and sleet. We probably should stay longer." I was like, "I don't give a damn where you go. I mean, darn where you go, because no, I'm just kidding."
Tomorrow's our only window of opportunity to leave because Wednesday, where we live, is supposed to have 8 to 12 inches
of snow. In case anybody was wondering what you meant.
Yeah.
No.
Hey guys, go ahead, Linda.
Yeah. No, I'm saying I'm pretty much at 4 o'clock tomorrow. I will be landing into Detroit, and my my brother, he's like freaking out right now because he's like, "There's so much snow." I'm like, "I don't care. Just get one of your kids to come drive the van and just come get me." Like,
Get it.
what am I gonna, you know? I'm gonna
Get
camp
an
out.
Uber.
I know, exactly. Uber it, yeah. So that's what I'm doing. But I'm gonna say goodnight to y'all.
Have a safe flight.
Love ya.
And,
I will. I'll keep
All
you.
right, Linda.
I'll let you know, okay? When I get where I have to be tomorrow, and then on Wednesday I'll message you guys or whatever. Okay.
Yeah, text us and message us. Keep us in the loop. Have a safe trip, Linda.
Okay.
Safe travels, Linda. Keep us posted.
Okay, I will. I will, Amy. I love you.
That's Amy muted. That's pretty loud for her being muted.
I love her.
I mean, how's that even working? I see Amy over there, Shane over there, but I hear her.
What'd you say, Sean? I can't hear shit. No, I'm
I
shooting
know,
over.
right? I know, right? I need earplugs or something.
Hey, Mark and Amy, if y'all are on your way back home tomorrow and you need an overnighter in Southeast Alabama, hit me up.
Oh yeah,
Linda,
definitely. That'd be great. We have the time to do it. Yeah.
They won't
Linda,
leave, Brian.
Safe travels.
They won't
to
leave.
Michigan.
Brian, they show up. They change addresses. I got mail coming now.
Yeah, mail coming.
That's funny.
But hey, I got a bell because my puppy is over here eating dog chow, and I'm talking about he is just going to town on it. So
That's pretty
Okay, Dad. You got stuff.
Brian.
Hey,
guys, it was great chatting with you, and Bill. Best of luck to you, man.
Thank you.
I'm looking forward to hearing your progress, Aviator, and you know, I keep coming back to that place. It's like a magnet drawing me back, and I'm sure I'll see you down there soon, brother.
Absolutely. Sounds good.
Absolutely.
All right.
Thank you, Bill.
Peace out, guys. Good night.
Good night, Brian.
Yeah, that's ppgbrian.com. Make sure you run over to his YouTube and say hi. And don't forget to run over and say hi to Linda. That's paramomusa.com.
All right. Hopefully I'll see you guys on Thursday.
Hey, Bill, I'm over on the East Coast. It's an hour and 40 minute drive. So you'll see me over there at Aviators next couple weeks.
Okay. Yeah. Well, you're in Melbourne?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Cool.
I was just over there a couple weeks ago, and I'll be over that way. Not this weekend. I think next weekend. So 2 weekends from. Again, not this weekend. Next weekend. I don't know when that is.
No problem. I'll be there.
All right.
Definitely.
I can't wait to hear more in depth about your internship and stuff like that. I mean, like I said, that's something that I want to get into. And I'm very interested. So definitely keep up with me. I'll text you my on Messenger my phone number if you don't already have it.
Okay, I think I do, but yeah, that sounds good.
Sweet. Well, any questions for Bill, or are we just going to be talking about whatever pops in our brains?
That's not going to happen because that's not good.
All right, so you know what I'll do? I'll go ahead and kill the stream and stuff. We'll just be able to talk here in private. That way we can keep it any rating we want. It doesn't have to stay PPG, right?
Can I ask a question before we go up recording?
Long as you email me at ppggrandpa@gmail.com and send me your address so I can figure out what shipping's going to cost me, dude.
Walter, you asking the question. Walter, you asking the question. Can you ask a question? It's a question, so no, you can't now.
So now you're done. You just asked the question. That's it. That's all you get.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask what I won. Just keep it on recording, so it's.
Yeah, whatever you won is going to be the lightest thing possible for me shipping it to Australia. I mean, I might just send you a sticker from Paraswag USA. That's about all you're going to get on it's going to be on a postcard.
Okay.
Now, just email me, and you want a lot of stuff. I mean, you got a box full of stuff.
Oh shit.
Linda said that Robert's going to send you a shirt. I need to get up with him, and hopefully, the other shows will send me some swag, and I can send it all in one big box. Maybe Flying Flamingo can send me, something too with those really cool stuff that you got going on, and send it.
Oh, look, I don't know. I heard Flying Flamingo had all sorts of things hanging out today, so it could be a bit dangerous.
Could be a bit dangerous. Hey, down in the description, guys, we do have our ClearProp TV mailing address. So if you want to send something to ClearProp TV, or if you want to donate something to Walter, just send it to that mailing address down below in our description, and I'll get it, and we will pack it. Don't make it heavy. Come on, don't send a 5-pound dumbbell or something to send to Walter. Send something light and easy and breezy that we can put in the box. Or if you want something donated on the show, just send it to that address.
No cakes, Amy.
Cakes or pies from Amy. There you go. That sounds good.
Well, they might not get here.
I'm gonna.
All the custom guys would eat them.
I'm going to scroll down here to our address. There it is. So I'm going to copy this from down below, and I'm going to put it in the chat. That way you can see it and copy it. Send me something that you want sent to Walter in Australia. Maybe a little card or something. Maybe a card, or maybe a postcard or something from your area.
$1,000, whatever.
A what?
$1,000.
I thought that's what you said.
That's light. That would be light.
I might use some of that for shipping, because once again, I don't know what it costs to ship something from here to Australia. And I don't know.
I'll help you out, mate. I'll donate something.
No, we got lots of people that are donating. I don't mind spending a little something out of my pocket to help you guys out. It's no big deal. But after we send you this box, no more stuff to Australia. I mean, we're just going to no more. But anyways, thank you very much, everyone, for listening. If you're still listening to us.
It's very expensive.
How expensive is very expensive?
Who was that?
I don't know, but somebody said it was expensive. How expensive is it? Help me out. How expensive is sending like a postcard to Australia from the States, or a letter or something like that to the States? That'll give me an idea of how much it's going to cost to, I don't know, send a box maybe.
I'm just trying to remember what Robert sent me. I think it was a net gator. It was about $17.
$78?
17.
Oh.
Yeah.
$17 to send you a free net gator. We might need a show just for Oh my god.
Maybe you could send Walter some real estate postings for something stateside.
There we go. I don't know. We'll figure something out for sure.
What do you think, Walter? You want to come? You want to come live over here?
Oh yeah, yeah.
That'd be cheaper. That'd definitely be cheaper. And we'll just send you a postcard. Or drive by here and we'll like,
send me a ticket to America.
Is that all you want? My goodness gracious.
Yeah, that'll do. One way.
One way. That'd be cool.
You know, a ticket from Australia to the US might be cheaper than shipping a box.
Yeah. You're right, Eric.
Great to
We'll have to figure out something, guys.
If you come across the Mexican border, you don't need to even have a passport.
From Mexico.
Just fly your little flying machine over here. You don't need to do anything else. I mean, you got a flying machine, just fly on over. But anyways, guys, we definitely appreciate y'all for taking your time to listening to us and hanging out. We really totally appreciate everything that y'all do, donations. We do have the Cash App, which is Paramotor TV. So if you want to send us a donation because you're not here live and you're just listening to us, and you're probably listening to us on paratalk.org or your favorite podcasting app, we appreciate you. And don't forget also, too, we're giving away $50 and $100 in June. All you have to do, no purchase necessary, is go over to your favorite podcasting app and find PPG Grandpa's Paramotor Podcast. Leave us a 5-star donation, a 5-star rating, and we will put you in the spinning wheel to win $50 or $100 cash. And that's cash from Cash App or through PayPal. That's not a card from Walmart or a gift card that you would never go to. Have you guys ever got one of those for a gift card to a store that you just don't go to? That's awful. We don't want to do that to you guys. For all the people that have donated money tonight, Kent Stamey, Mark McElroy, John Wayne, Shannon Brooks, Tyler Vowles, Walter, we appreciate you from down under, Bill H, Kelby Cox, Will Fly, PPG Pirate, Mike's Ology, Chuck Johnson, John Wayne again, Tyler Vowles again, Kate Stamey again. We want to thank you very much for your donation. That will definitely help out as far as like giving away things. Like tonight, we're doing custom flags for y'all. We're doing custom, paintings and license plates and all that cool stuff. We're buying these .coms to promote you guys. And don't forget paramotorguest.com. That will go to Bill's Facebook. Paramotor Guest.
That, John.
What?
Look what John's got for me.
What?
Talk, John.
What?
John Carves has made my flag.
Oh, yeah. And he's actually at paramotorspotlight.com, so you might want to check that out. Don't forget too, Paramotor. I'm sorry, who's making that noise? Is that you, Walter?
No.
I'm gonna mute you anyway. So, don't forget willflyppg.com. Check him out. PPG Pirate. Check him out. All of our cool paramotor.coms. Check them out too. And we're going to head on out and call it a night. So thank you all very much. We totally appreciate you. Come back next week, and you can always find us at clearproptv.com or paratalk.org. Good night, everyone, and thank you very much.
Good night, Sean. And Bill, it was good meeting you. I look forward to seeing you in April.
All right. See y'all. All right, and now we're going to be stopping the live stream. So we appreciate all of you guys in the live stream. We're heading on out. If you still want to jump on and talk with us privately, let me just scroll up and come on in. And we will catch you next time. So peace out. And the live stream. Thank you very much. And we're done. Boop, boop.